Hi, I'm gonna show you a page in the new art journal today. Here it is. I took all kinds of pieces of paper, written paper and pieces of collage paper, and I use matte medium to apply this to my page. First a layer of matte medium, then I place my paper on top, and then again another layer of medium. I just randomly apply all pieces of paper on top of each other and over the edge of the paper. That's okay. I'll cut it later. I liked all different kinds, so music paper and pieces of an old book. I found these in the second-hand store a while ago. And the pieces of collage paper, I took the ones that had similar colors, so kind of in the yellow, orange, red section. Then you dry your paper. And when it's completely dry, you cut off the edges. I also took my crocodile to make the holes again. And then you're all good to go for the next step. I take some white gesso and a spatula. You pick up some of the gesso and just apply to your page. It doesn't have to be neat. I like it to be a little bit edgy and it gives some texture to your page. And dry it again. And when it's dry, you take your watercolors and an acrylic block. You take up some of the watercolor with water and a paintbrush and apply it to your acrylic block. It's okay if it's runny. And just fill up the block with the same kinds of colors. So I took yellow, orange, a little bit of pink. Then you press it to your page. There's not so much color on yet, so I did it again. And the reason I do this is when you apply the watercolors directly to your page, it will be quite neat and tidy, and I didn't want that, so I wanted to have a kind of a grungy look. When you use an acrylic block, you don't know how it's gonna be like, and that's okay. Then I take some of the watercolors, apply these to my acrylic block again, and spray some water on top. I pick it up with my paintbrush and dab it off on the page to make some splatters of color. I've used the yellow one. And it's nice to take another color. So I took some orange as well and repeated this process. When it's dry, you take some Stabilo woodies. I love these, by the way. But you can also use your Neo colors or Lyra colors. You need something, a kind of a wax you can wipe out, a water-soluble pencil or crayon. And what you do next is you find the rectangles or squares and make some of the edges reappear. You can wipe it out with a paintbrush, water brush, but you can also just spread it with your fingers. So I highlighted all of the edges, and you see the different textures and pages pop up again. This is the yellow one first, and then I also used some other colors of woodies. Let's speed up the process, but you get the hang of it, I guess. And it's also nice to use some darker colors, but not all over your page, because it will be quite heavy. And you can still see the papers shine through. And then I pre-colored this little girl. I colored her with zig markers. What I will do is take a sticker from the sticker book and put her on top of that. So she will be my main image, my focal point. I glue the girl on top of the text. And then I've taken a brown archival ink to make the edges a little darker. I use a sponge to do this. I don't do this with my ink pad right away, because you can ruin your ink pad by taking it along your page. And then a gel pen to apply to my text, to make it pop a little more. Here's the finished page. That's the idea. This week I've also made these two. A green one, a light pink one, and this one. And you see what happens when you use other colors. It's a different page right away. But I hope I've been able to inspire you to make something like this yourself. And if you do, please share at our Facebook group Art by Marleen Creatives. We love to see your go at this. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!